My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we rescued a brother and sister from the wilds of Gormott, and we completed a quest. And this time, we'll be completing a lot more side quests, starting with this one from newbie driver Lita. Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you've even set off? No, see, that's the worst part. I thought I'd have the courage by now, it's just... Is something the matter? You seem troubled. Who are you, then? Oh, this is great, Kada, look! We can just ask these people for help. Are we really going to go through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong, and we'll take it from there, Ah, I see. So Lita's only just become a driver. That's right. So I've come to Gormott to explore around, hoping I'll get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense. Is that how little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair. You know I just... Well, how about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So we can step in if things get ropey? But it looks like you're managing on your own strength. We'll leave you well alone. Does that sound good? That seems reasonable enough. It does? Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this. Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also the work of fate, after all. Before you go, you should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever. For the time being, well, let's say we'll head for the Serene Springside. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. Hey, any ideas? I have heard that it is somewhere on the Titan's back. It shouldn't be far from here. Right on. In that case, we're off. Time to move backward! I mean forward. You know what I meant. I'm sorry he managed to get you roped into this. Here I go! And we get the quest, My First Adventure.
Don't you worry. I've got...
Well, we just want to follow her to her, place. The blade she has, you actually get to see it in the main game. In, where is it? In the Leftherian Archipelago, I believe on Baldatos Isle, you find a blade being attacked by caterpillars, and it just so happens to be this very blade. And here's Leda again. My stomach, so empty. Need spicy food. Do I have any? I've got a deviled baguette. Not quite enough, though. Let's see if I can make anything. Oh, and I can chat with my allies while I'm here. Maybe the report that Hugo received has some implications for us. Well, it won't do us much good to stand here and let our imaginations run wild. Why don't we head to the boat's strategy room and hear about it for ourselves? Yeah, I suppose. Any idea what it'll be about, Hayes? Me? Oh, well... I don't know, really. Perhaps the Nopon have finally declared war on the Tyrken? Now that would quite be something! Wouldn't it now? I'm just picturing the carnage now. An empty field completely strewn with feathers. Well, whenever that big Dilapon's over, we should get ourselves over there and get ourselves a couple of mattresses. It's good to see you have such sensitivity to the miseries of war. And let's craft some things, why don't we?
Now, let me see.
Throat Stralu won't help me. I can make the Survivalist Sandwich. Ruska Flower is found in Torna. I think I can make Bunnet Stuffed Peppers, too. I can make them, but they're in a very difficult to reach spot. Somewhere around here. And I don't think I can beat the enemies up there, because they're like level 40. So I'm just going to be going to Torna and finding some things there.
This is becoming
Ruska
addictive.
Flower is actually found in Gormott. Right there, apparently.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
And yeah, I can just make this now.
It came together nicely.
That's probably not enough, though, now that I think about it. Well,
Fine. I got your back.
It is an honor.
Cooking is naturally learned by doing.
there, that could be enough Ruska Flower.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done.
I don't have enough hostile Yaklins.
This is
Yes,
becoming
Yakin
addictive.
can be found at any, vegetable collection point in Gormott.
I know it'll be worth the wait. It's ready.
Back at the Serene Spring side, let's give Lyta those survivalist sandwiches. Those gave 50 each. Whew. Man, I thought that was the end for me. Thanks for keeping me alive. You've sure got an appetite. I'm not sure where you put all that. My stomach's never let me down. And also, I love spicy food so much that the more I ate, the more pumped I got for this whole drivering deal. Just hearing you mention it makes my insides roil. Hey, Lita, if you think you can laugh it off, you don't know me very well. Can you even imagine what would have happened if these guys weren't here to help? Aw, I'm sorry, Kata. Lita, I think Kata is just worried about you. As her driver, you're important to her. Obviously, she wants you to do well and to be well. Kata, is that true? Let's head for that big tree next. No answer, huh? If you even think about collapsing again, I'll name this place after you. Lita Oasis has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Awkward. Jin, do something! I think this is beyond us now. Oh, I see. Then people will remember her failure forever. Naturally. The legend of the bungling greenhorn driver who brought shame on her blade by collapsing from the lack of spicy food. Stop it! Don't say stuff like that! I might die of sheer embarrassment! Okay, wait up! Kata, I'm coming! Thanks, Mithra. That could have gone a lot worse. Indeed. Your less than tactful comment might have saved the day. What? What now? Hey! Mithra is great! I love it! And this quest is great, too. This area is known as Lita Oasis in 500 years' time, so I guess the name's
Aren't
stuck.
we intrepid?
Well, let's just head over to the next location, just over here. And we can talk to her again. From this close up, it looks even more impressive. You bet! It's so majestic! It calms me right down. And it reminds me of my father. Is that so? He must be a great man then. He's a good builder, my dad. Sure, he's a bit grumpy and stubborn, but he's someone you can rely on. Me, I'd like to be like that too. I want to get strong and sturdy and stop disappointing Kata all the time. We're calling this tree the Way Tree. That's a nice name. A bit simple though, no? Wait, my dad's name is Waitan. I see what you did there. It's a name that will not only remind you of him, but also the way you wish to follow, see? Man, I thought this at the watering hole, but Kata's really good at naming stuff, huh? It's like a superpower. I have to, don't I? Otherwise, casual travelers like you will never remember what's where. That's so nice of you. Sorry to put you out, everyone, but would you mind if we went a bit further? Like, maybe to the top of that big root? It's a little far. Are you sure you're up to it? You really needn't push yourself. Right now, I'm feeling capable, and if I get turned around, I'll just look for this tree. Well, if it's gonna help you grow, I can't see a reason to say no. Sorry, and thank you, Kata. Right then, we're off. And you thought it was named the Way Tree because people found their way using it. No, it's named after a man named Waitan. But before we head over there, I want to head over here real quick. Because...
This is new.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
The suspense
it's actually a landmark, and a pretty darn useful one at that. And a couple of fusion combo aux cores. Those are some good ones. Actually, I might put them on someone right now. Makes sense on Haze, I think. Makes a lot of sense on a Gion. I think that'll do it. You can have an Arts heal as well. And so can you. Now then, following Lita again. Remember that route I went up when trying to go to the hidden hunting camp last episode? That's where we're going this time. You just want to go along this smaller route. If you try to go along the big route, it'll be too steep to climb up, so you can't do that. Rather than using the left stick to move your character, I like to use the right stick to move the camera to get where I'm going here. And we've just reached where we're going. What happened? Did you get injured somewhere? I did it! I flippin' did it! I finally whooped a monster's butt! Lita, please, calm down. You said finally. What exactly have you been doing before? Oh, she's been skillfully avoiding them. This is her first official victory. Hey, Kata! Do I look buff now or what? After beating one monster, just listen to yourself. And even then, it looked like the poor guy might have tripped and fallen onto your weapon. So I'm useless after all then. Lita, take a look at that. Whoa! Is that Lash Cove? It's a huge harbor, as you remember. And yet, looking at it from here, it appears tiny. Don't focus on your strength, but just look how far we've come. I'm proud of you for that. Kata, you're so nice! What's that face you're pulling? Seriously. Seriously, all this noise about a simple exploration mission. Everyone starts somewhere. Thinking back to when we met them, isn't this success enough? I believe Lita may grow into a fine driver indeed. It's not every day that Jin offers praise like that, is it? That pretty much settles it. She'll do great things one day. Everyone, thank you for all your assistance. After we've gone around Gormott, I think we'll find some other place to explore. Then we might meet again somewhere, mightn't we? Very good. On that day, it may be you helping us out. Oh, don't make fun of me. I don't think he is. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that day. We'll be cheering you on, you two. And we've got 2 new members of our community.
Why, thanks.
You've helped me grow a little bit as a driver. Thanks a bunch. I wonder where in the world Caden and I will go next.
I am honored.
Thanks to you, Kate has taken our first step to becoming a fully fledged driver. She's got a long way to go yet, but she'll be there one day.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
And that'll complete my first adventure. We get an aggro attack up 1 for that. That's a good one on Aegeon and Bridget. I think I'll put it on Bridget. And we get a recipe for a fierce talisman and some turquoise chips, which I can probably do something with. Oh, heck yeah. No, maybe? Yeah, put it on Jen. Jen and Hayes. Oh.
It would seem I have much left to learn.
Next up, in Lash Cove, we can go on the Ardainian battleship now. And there's a lot of stuff for us to do here. First off, let's talk to these characters. Lost my comrades in the midst of battle when I least expected. If that happens to you, get to your downed friend and lend him a hand. Keeps the esprit de corps high, and you shouldn't have any problems keeping your party members standing. But if your team's lost the will to fight, sorry to say, but there's not much hope for you. And remember, our revived ally won't be back at full strength, so don't forget to lend him a hand. Just a couple of hints to keep you going. Take care of your friends, and they'll take care of you. There are certain items that have particularly special effects. They're known as precious items. Though they can be special in different ways. Some are just extra powerful, others have effects that just last forever. What really ties them together is they're not easy to come by. You won't find them in ordinary shops. Only people with special knowledge, such as Lord Adam or Emperor Hugo, have the ability to craft them. And we've got a quest from Balthian. War with the Koshians, raids by Malos. I hope more Ardain can make it through. But I worry what would happen if we couldn't maintain our strength. We're supposed to be His Majesty's vanguard. In the face of this kind of threat, we ought to be looking for some fresh energy to bolster our defense. Huh? Where'd you guys spring from? What? Why do we need to bolster our defense, you say? Surely that's obvious. One only has 2 choices in life. Success through strength, or weeping in weakness. Well, that's in the world the way it is right now, at least. So, if there's something I can do to make His Majesty a little stronger, what I mean to say is, I want to be a strong and effective soldier, for the good of my homeland. And even if we're up against an opponent like Malos, I still want to do what I can. That's right, I could probably learn a thing or two from you guys. You look like you can handle yourselves. Maybe you'll do the honor of giving me a bout? But don't hold back, no need to sugarcoat. Come at me like it's the real thing. That's the sort of mindset we'll need if we're gonna have a hope against standing up to the Aegis. I'm known as the best shot in the whole of the Imperial Army. Underestimate me at your peril. Here I come! And we get the quest!
Ugh, we're such saps.
Spoiling for a fight.
And we have a fight against Whistling Balthy. Wow, that's a lot of damage! Oh, and he resisted my break.
I'm feeling confident in our victory. You read my
Hayes, I could use your expertise right about now. Thank you very much. It's time for the Winds of Healing. And now just the normal wind. Heat 2, Heat 2. Swing back to Laura. There's my break.
spinning wheels. Let's speed this up. How about this? Hot of storms.
And a heat freeze. Why not? Oh, and someone else got a break too.
Magnificent.
In that case, I can... Oh, he's gone.
I'd
We
rather
must
die than
stop.
deal with all these encounters.
That's the way to do it.
I am left feeling some regret.
Okay, you're even stronger than you look. Such incredible power. I'm the best sniper in the Imperial Army, but you made light work of me. You've shown us all up. It's not just your physical strength either. The way you fight as Driver and Blade. That incredible synergy. There were kind of 3 of us against 1 of him. I don't know if it was a fair fight. I get the feeling that your true strength lies in that connection you have. You've shown me the way. From now on, I won't see myself as a lone wolf anymore, but as part of a larger whole. I'll think of my friends, and all the Ardainian people, and all the future generations. I'll make my goal in life to be someone who is loved and respected by my people. This battle has taught me what I really ought to be aiming for in life. I hardly have the words to thank you. And he'll join our community.
Thank you.
I vow to one day become the kind of soldier that others can look up to. My memory will stand as a monument to my efforts. Just you wait and see. Wait, he's mentioned in a quest in the DLC, isn't he? And we completed that quest.
Mission accomplished then.
Yeah, he was like the sniper of wherever... I can't quite remember. There's a treasure trove in here.
You're coming with me,
There's a
treasure.
It needs
structure to
3
this lock.
lockpicking and 3
Slow and
key
steady.
eyes, so you're gonna have a bit of trouble with that. But we've also got this homesick mechanic. Hey there, what do you think of this state-of-the-art Ardainian flagship? Pretty nifty, huh? The only downside is the modern tech makes us mechanics cry. Every time I'm anchored in port, I'm always so busy with repairs. Haven't been home in such a long time. The longer you spend flying around Ares, the more you start to yearn for the taste of home. I tried to make a recipe my mother used to make from memory, but it didn't go too well. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have someone who could cook in your party, would you? If I tell you the recipe, do you think you could hook up something from my hometown, Kilsane? And we get Kilsane and Kasha. Excellent. Looking forward to some delicious home-cooked food. I can taste it already. And we get the quest, A Taste of Home.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
Let's set that as our active quest and head to the campsite. It needs Weeping Flower and Bird Clams. Weeping Flower is in Torna, but Bird Clams are in an area we haven't been to yet in Gormott. Also, we've got some talismans here. I don't think we can make either of these. No, I don't think so. So, let me lead the way to the Bird Clams. We want to go near Torgoth and down in this area. Past all these Furs, Grebels, and Rinker X.
Aren't
Sure,
we
I'll take that
intrepid?
insect next. And down here we'll find Cooley Lake. There are some...
like they
God
might
damn it!
pack
No,
punch.
no, 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 no! Now then, if I won't get attacked by level
This is becoming
33s,
addictive.
we can find... Come on, you. We can find bird clams in the water sides of Cooley Lake. Cooley Lake is a kind of scary area, but it's the only place you're going to be finding bird clams,
becoming
so you
addictive.
do have to come here to complete this quest. God, that's a Geno Ropal.
Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my
Okay, good.
voice.
Solid key, that's good. I like it.
Looks like they might pack
Ah!
a punch. I've
Yeah,
really
yeah,
put my
back
foot in
to the
it,
camp.
haven't I?
There's no time to delay.
And
still,
now I think
we
I'll
need
just
a
head
new
to
strategy.
Torna and grab
Okay,
Weeping
look.
Flower.
You make that mistake twice,
It's
and we're
found
done
near
here.
Porton Village. I also grabbed some lilies of the Sunny Valley while I was here.
This is
Aha,
becoming
I
addictive.
knew there
makes a
was
fine
something
ally.
On this hill overlooking Porton Village, you can find a red bag orb thing with the indigo slate piece. You're gonna want to collect all of those. I mentioned that earlier, but they are important for later. Actually, I'm right by a campsite, so I might as well just go there instead of skip traveling. And with all this, we can make our Chilisaian Kacha.
It's ready.
I've gotta wonder, why is more Ardainian cuisine made with Gormott-Torna ingredients? That seems rather strange to me. Well, let's just give it to him. Oh, this is wonderful. It looks perfect. Let me have a wee taste. What's this? A mouth-watering medley of meat and fish stewed in a slightly sweet sauce. This is some top-notch cooking. But I can tell you right now that this is not Chilisaian cuisine. And I'll tell you for why. It's just too delicious. My mother's home-cooked recipes never tasted as good as this. The smell of the fish was completely overpowering, and the meat was tough as old boots. That's the kind of poor quality you can expect from Ardainian cooking. If there was only someone who could recreate that authentic local flavor. I doubt anyone but a true Ardainian can prepare something that appeals to our particular tastes. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some real Chilisaian Kacha. And we get the new recipe! Chilisaian Kacha DX from Mithra! Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? Oh, we get to insult Mithra's cooking during a quest, and I love it! Anyway, I'm out of wolf beast meat, so I'm gonna hunt some wolf before going back to make more
This is becoming nature makes a fine ally.
Skip and a jump
For some
later.
reason, I couldn't find
Well,
any
shall we
wolf in
continue?
Gormott, so I went to the secluded Boneway and went north. And let's go to Mithra's cooking.
My cooking will make you howl for more. And that's a promise.
While we're here, I might as well make some inconceivable pudding.
Hunger is the best spice, right? So this should be delicious.
That's the best line he has. I love it.
Maybe I missed a step?
I think I like a bit more inconceivable pudding, because that's actually a pretty good pouch item.
It tastes better than it looks. Probably.
Her lines for this are so good.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Oh, it can make the Lightspeed flag.
Behold, my masterpiece.
And let's head back to Lash Cove. Well, with all that done, let's talk to our homesick mechanic. So, could you do it? Did you cook some Ardainian food? This food looked so good it could satisfy any appetite. Well, the proof is in the pudding, and the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, as they say. Wait, is that what they say? Okay. So, excuse me while I tuck in. Huh? Rubbish! This taste! The spices are completely overpowering, so I can't tell what I'm eating. The lentils have been boiled dry and crunchy. Completely disgusting and inevitable. This quintessential Ardainian cooking, you might say. Well, I say disgusting, but there's a certain charm to it that you can't capture anywhere else. Yeah, in my hometown, there wasn't anyone who could do Ardainian cooking as bad as this, except my mother. Hey, what's that young lady looking at me with daggers? Anyway, you all have been so kind to me. I can't do this. Oh, this is too good. I love it. When you're in more Ardain, you're welcome to visit my house at any time. I'll treat you to some proper, authentic Ardainian food. I love it.
You have our gratitude.
That meal was so delicious, I feel I could repair an entire fleet now. If you're ever in more Ardain, you must let me treat you to some home cooking. And that completes the quest, A Taste of Home.
Aren't you glad you asked us?
Blade combo boost up. That increases the power of blade combos. It's not as good in this game as it is in the main game, but it's still good. And finally, we have the aspiring salvager Dudon. Meh. Dudon sinking into doldrums. If not delivered quickly, partner sure to flip lid. Meh, travelers. Please listen to Dudon's woes. Dudon is salvager by trade, as friends see, his entire livelihood. Dudon been diving off Lash Cove with wood cylinders in effort to find specific treasure. But all Dudon find is useless collectibles, scrap, value of scrap. More worth to throw away than keep. Probably fault of wood cylinders, not really built to last. Have heard salvagers in Ardainian use shiny silver cylinders or some such. Dudon not have luxury to use such high-tech equipment, but want to change that. It may be asking too much, but could Dudon trouble travelers for helping? Would need friends to collect apple lamps and alloy heating. Then Dudon can dive deep into Cloudsea with silver cylinder on back and glide to treasure like Sleeky Syrup Pond. If friends do this, we'll give all of leftover useless, meant very, very precious bat hinges as reward. Dudon counting on you. And we get the quest, Salvage the Salvager.
I said I'd do it, so consider it done.
To get this quest done, you will need to have Hugo's Silver Seeker. I need one more dicey stone for that. There's a mineral deposit just near Lash Cove. It's guarded by that unique monster, but I think it didn't give me... Oh, it gave me one dicey stone, so it can give you dicey stones. If you can't get a dicey stone from there, there is an impressive mineral deposit behind this barracks. Near where we found that
What
thing.
have we got here? And here I
Oh,
thought
hi,
you were being
there.
inconspicuous.
And this one's got a higher chance of giving you dicey stones.
Shall we get started?
Well, with that done, all we need to do
Success.
is build the Silver Seeker, and we can now collect things from, and we can collect things from those silver machines we keep seeing around. A Seeker is an item which Hugo can craft. With it, you'll be able to investigate the old machines strewn around the world and obtain new kinds of collectibles. There are two kinds of Seekers, and each lets you investigate a different kind of machine. It's worth getting both than gathering all the collectibles you can. And the Gold Seeker does require items that you can only get from the Silver Seeker. I believe there's a old machine over here somewhere? I might be wrong. Well, I do know that there's one near Lash Cove, so let's just head back there.
All right, remind me
What
why
have we
we're
got
here
here?
again?
Just to the side. Wait. Were those there before?
You're mine now. Ah, my favorite part.
Well, found some more green barrels.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right,
The
remind me
alloy
why we're
here
here
is
again?
pretty rare, but it can still be found here. Huh? Got one. Nice. And now let's return to Dudan. He's right here. Yes, all is here. Plenty enough apple lamps and alloy heating. Now, Dudan apply self to making a silver cylinder. Will not take moment. Is all finished. Dudan, in fact, rather skilled at handiwork, so was not tough job. Now, is big moment of truth. Time to take special Dudan style cylinder silver for dip. Friends, watch and learn. Spectacular treasure is waiting for discovery. Here Dudan go. Meh. I'd say the same thing. Should be spectacular treasure on right, but Dudan found and followed by big bad monster on way back. Sorry, friends. Could dispose of Tacitus Urchan for Dudan. Is maybe no way to open treasure otherwise. Thankings in advance.
And here I
It's really neat to see the salvaging process from
Put your minds at ease.
a spectator's perspective. However, we've got an Urchan. Urchans are possibly the absolute worst enemy in the game. I hate Urchans.
They blocked it.
They are a pain.
Moving on up.
Volcano, nice. Oh, it's dead. Urchans are special. Rather than using driver combos on them normally, they break themselves and are completely immune to break. They've only got a few moves where they can break themselves, and that's the only way to inflict driver combos on them. They also have a ridiculous guard rate and can guard from any angle.
You're mine now.
And we get a Gravitonic Clutch from the treasure trove, as well as a few dollars. At long last, Dudan finally get paws on Gravitonic Clutch. Now, to take partner and finish off project. If get hold of certain thing in great number, Dudan can say goodbye to life slaving under Cloud Sea. Dudan return to Torna now. Greatest of thankings to friends. Dudan leave collectibles here as reward, like promised. Hope will come in handy. And he joins our community too.
Thank you.
Thank friends for helping Dudan with Get Rich Quick scheme. Dudan guess that mean is now actually rich? Enough rich to eat delicious meat every day?
Aren't you glad you asked us?
And that'll complete Salvage the Salvager. We get 17 bat hinges for us, which isn't the most useful thing, but it's certainly not useless. As well as Spinel Chips and Shackle Blade resist. Shackle Blade is a dangerous status condition, and resisting that is pretty useful. And, well, now we've got a bunch of new Affinity Rewards, so let's check those out.
Looks like you're getting the hang of me.
I feel my power surging. Half the battle is living to fight another day.
I've improved measurably.
Well, let's see what those Spinel Chips do. They've got some nice auto attack on them, but they lose a lot of crit rate, huh? That probably means I want one on a... No, do I want one on a Gion? Do I want these? They're better on Haze at least. Because our non-auto attack stats are pretty useless. Yeah, Gion. Yo, Jimbo. Oh, right, there's one more thing I want to do. I want to head to the Hidden Hunting Camp.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me
Oh,
why
hey,
we're
you
here
can talk
again?
to Kelly and Callie here. I know all sorts of stuff, like how the more drivers use their weapons, the stronger they get. Some started with the power of fire or water, too. My dad told me that how a driver chooses their weapon is important, too. Tried to be a driver, but he couldn't do it. But he said it was enough for him to be me and my sister's da. Isn't that cool? Our dad's the best. Right, Kelly. Hey, do you guys know about core chips? I do. They're not just something you carry around like a pretty stone. You can use them on blade weapons, too. Then they'll give them some more power and sometimes even special effects. Isn't that cool? Wish I could try using some. And I want to talk to Zenma. Hey, have you ever noticed all the guff washing up ashore? Machine parts and what have you. Happens a lot in Gormott-Torna. I'm an adventurer, by the way. I travel around all rest, searching for stuff. You see, to the untrained eye, they might just look like scrap, but there's plenty of value inside. To get it though, you need a tool called a Seeker, designed by top engineers. Luckily we have one in the party. But I think my Seeker's broken or something. I was planning on using it to break up lots of parts all over Gormott, but it looks like that won't be happening now. I don't want to wait around here twiddling my thumbs here though. Maybe you can go instead of me? Try and collect some machine parts for me? What do you think? I don't mean to be nosy, but you're a tough boss, right? Drivers, blades? Well, the searching in monster-infested places should be right up your street. The look on your faces tells me you're interested. Great, that settles it. So, first of all, you'll have to build a Silver Seeker. Once you've got one of those, you'll be able to retrieve the useful parts from all the scrap. To make a Silver Seeker, you'll need a Crabble Carapace, which you can get at the Serene Spring nearby. We already got some because Jin wanted to fight the, whatever they were, Crabbles. Once you have a Seeker, you can use it to recover useful parts from the washed-up machines you find. Currently, I'm after one Bat Hinge and a Scarlet Coil. There are plenty of silver machine parts all over Gormott, so I'd like you to look for those. I'll be waiting here for you, don't you worry. And we get the quest, Seeking a Seeker.
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
I've probably already got them. Yep, looks like it. Ah, so you found them. One Bat Hinge and a Scarlet Coil. I knew you'd pull through for me. The machine parts you can get in Torma are a bit different from the ones you get in Gorna, aren't they? Oh yeah. Hold on to that Seeker. With your skills, you'll be able to collect more parts than I ever would. You might even be able to recover some from gold machines too. They'll be even more valuable. But to recover those parts, you'll need a more efficient Seeker. You'd better get to making one. Oh, thank you. You've bought me some nice parts. And he's joined our community. That was a very short
Well done,
quest.
us.
I'm grateful for your help collecting the machine parts. I even managed to fix my old Seeker with the spare bits, so I'll be back in business soon. And with that done,
How about next time you help yourselves?
that's every last thing that we can do in Gormott. So next time on Torna, the Golden Country, we'll be heading for that strategy room in Lash Cove. See you guys then.